Is this thing working? Hello? How's it going, YouTube family? It's your boy Big Yes coming at you with another heater. On today's episode, we are going to be reviewing the Daiwa Tatula CT100HS. This is the 2020 model. Real quick look at the box. It's pretty simple. You have the Daiwa branding. You see the Daiwa star, and you got all the stats back here for it. I bought it at Dick's Sporting Goods for running $120. So it's about a good mid-range price point reel. First impressions pulling it out of the box, I noticed that it has this I want to say like a bluish blackish glitter paint to it. I don't know if y'all can see that. And it has this I call it a spider. I think it's a spider. A Daiwa spider imprint on here on the side. It feels good. The handles are texturized. They have a solid little grip. They are a lot smaller than I would like compared to my other reels, but it feels good. This has it has a 7 bearing system, so it is considerably smooth. The one thing I am very excited about on this reel is this right here. If you look closely, that is called the Twing System. Now, most reels, if you've ever paid attention to a baitcaster reel, have this type of line guide, like on my Shimano. It's just a round circle right there where you feed your line through. Now, if you look at the Daiwa, the circle is now this big, wide exit here. So the whole thought process behind this is that given this wide area for the line to exit causes less friction on the line, which means you're able to get further casts, more accurate casts, and a smoother cast. On the retrieve, it is supposed to give you a more even line spool. I haven't used this reel yet, so I wouldn't know, but I am eager to test that out. I've heard some people say it's a gimmick. I've heard some people swear by it, so we're going to find out pretty soon. I did say I had this spooled with 12-pound fluorocarbon. I'm planning on using this for my more lighter applications, so jerk baits, crank baits, a couple topwater poppers and whatnot. It is a 7.3 gear ratio, so it's a little faster than what I wanted, but this was literally the last one they had at Dick's, so I couldn't get too picky. If you don't know what a gear ratio is, all it is how many times this spool turns for every time you crank the handle. So right there, this spool turns 7 times in the single crank. For every time you crank, it'll also give you a number of how many inches it pulls in. So for this one, I believe it is 30.5 inches for every crank of the handle. So it's a solid retrieval rate. Another thing I am excited about this one in general, Shimano has their DC braking system, which prevents backlashes. So that's why I have this Shimano DC. But for Daiwa, they have the MagForce Z system. So it's a system where the spool, when you're adjusting it, a lot of people adjust the tension and the brakes according to how the lure they have on. When you're adjusting the tension and the brakes on a normal baitcaster, you're supposed to mess with the tension. We'll let it fall freely to a point that you're comfortable and then adjust these brakes. You don't do that with a Daiwa. You adjust the tension on this until there's no more side-to-side play on the spool. And then once you have that, you adjust the brakes right here using this, the MagForce Z braking system. So it's supposed to decrease backlashes. It's supposed to, again, work with the Twing system to give you smoother, longer casts. So I am excited to try that out just to see if it's a gimmick or not. The drag on this is actually considerably strong for a baitcaster. Most of my baitcasters so far have between 10 and 11 pounds of drag. On this Daiwa, it is 13.2 pounds of drag. I don't think it matters that much for me in general because I usually just keep my drag closed, if not all the way closed. I keep it pretty close to fully closed, if not all the way closed. So that's something that we'll have to find out if that makes a difference or not. Now, something that I did find interesting on this one is that it is made in Thailand. Now, if you looked at my review on the Regal LT 2500, the spinning reel, that one was made in Vietnam. So I was wondering what the difference in components and quality is going to be like once we actually get some use out of them. But overall, I think this is a dope reel. If you are within the $120, $150 price point, I think this is definitely one that you should check out and think about. All right, guys, so that's gonna wrap up today's unboxing and review of the Daiwa Tatula CT100. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys found it informative. If you think I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below. If you have an idea for a cool video that you think I should do, also go ahead and write that in, and I'll give you credit when I actually film the video. Until then, guys, keep on fishing, keep those lines tight, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!